Welcome back to Try Your Hand. I'm Brenda, and today we're going to be making a moon painting. Let's get started with the supplies. In the kit that you have picked up, you will have these things: a canvas board, a large brush, a thin pointed brush, a fan brush, white paint, black paint, green paint, and blue paint. You will also need something to protect your table, a cup of water, paper towels or something to wipe your brushes on, and then something that is optional is a palette or something to mix your paints with or on. So the first thing that you'll want to do is set up your painting area. I like to have my paints out with my palette ready as well as all of my brushes. I also have my cup of water up in the corner so I don't knock it down. So the first thing that you'll do is to mix your paint. I took a little bit of black, blue, and green and put it on my palette with a little palette knife, and then I mixed up a color that I liked. So this color will be the darkest color of your sky, and then once you've mixed the color that you want, you will take your big flat brush and then stroke on the outer edges of your canvas in little X motions. So once the edges have been fully painted, we can go back in and do the next quote-unquote row. So what I did was take a little bit of white and I mixed it in with that original color that I mixed up to make a slightly lighter color, and then I would go in a little further down the canvas with the same X motions that I was doing before. So I just took the brush and I did little X motions to blend the older darker color in with the newer lighter color. Make sure to leave like a white circle in the center of your painting because that's where your moon is going to go. So now it's time to do the moon and the stars. So the first thing that we'll want to do is to wash our brush with the water that we have. It's okay if there's still a little bit of color left, though you don't want a lot. Then you'll dip your brush in the white paint and you'll use circular motions to make the moon. So you'll want to start in the center of the unpainted canvas and go outwards from there. That softens the edge between like the white moon and then the bluish sky. So the effect that it does is make it look like there's clouds in the sky and the clouds are kind of diffusing the light of the moon. If you want to make stars, what you'll do is you'll dip your fan brush and then kind of tap the fan brush on one of your fingers, and that splatters the paint to make stars. Then you'll want to put your canvas off to the side and let it dry for a few hours or overnight or something like that. Now that we're done painting the sky and we've let our canvas dry, we're going to start painting our trees. So I took my thin brush and then I dipped it in some black paint and started drawing lines that went from the center of the canvas to the outer edges. So they weren't all just like perpendicular or like going in straight lines, they were going in diagonals. I was making some longer or shorter, Just make sure that they're all pointing towards the center of the moon. So to make the foliage on the leaves, you'll have to take your fan brush, dip it in some black paint, and then you will start at the tip of your lines and dab your fan brush all across that line. So you'll start at the very tip, making like very tiny back and forth motions, and then as you get closer to the bottom of the tree, you'll make longer dabbing motions across the bottom, as you can see here. And you will continue to do that with all the rest of your trees. So once you've done it all in black, you'll then want to do it in different colors. So you'll want to mix up like a green, like a darker green color. I used the sky color, the similar sky color. I just added a little bit more green to it, and do the same thing as you've done here. And then after that, you'll want to add some highlights on your foliage. And to do that, you just take some white either on your fan brush or on your thin brush and dab some white paint kind of on top of the branches of your tree. You can also add some highlights to your trunks. I used the thin brush for this part and some white paint. Of course, not all of your trees have to be these like evergreen type trees. You can make like dead trees like how I'm doing here. So with this part, you would just take your black and the thin brush and just start making branches off of your initial trunks that you made. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun with this project. If you want to share your creation with us, you can. So you can either send us a picture through our social media, or you can email us a picture as well. So you can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Antioch PLD Teens, and you can email us at teenread@apld.info. So we really hope to see your creations. So our next project will be making a polymer clay figure. So we're going to be making a succulent. There will be a link to that project down below in the description, or you can go to our website, apld.info, and sign up on our calendar. Until next time, bye.